a Let's Play of Aviary Attorney. Now, folks, I'm gonna level with you. I have technically already recorded this Let's Play, however, I played it back and it was actually unwatchable. It had a very, very shitty frame rate. This is officially a take 2. Well, technically a take 3. I have played, at this point, 1.5 cases within this game, so I kind of know what's going on in the first case and a little bit of the second case. But other than that, there are 4 cases in all, I think, and I'm gonna go in blind. Why are you seeing Mango Sorbet, you ask? Because Sorbet is my gamer tag, and also mangoes are great, so I decided to combine them both. This is the first time I'm doing this. Second time, do not count. Please don't count. We are gonna have everything load. We're gonna do great. And now, I don't know if you've already noticed, but these illustrations and the level of detail, just the title screen, fucking blown away. And also, I had no idea who Grandville or Saint Sains were before this game came out, or existed in my life personally. But I don't care, they're geniuses to me. They're fucking wonderful, and Sketchy Logic deserves all the praise. So this game, I only came across it when it was being advertised. Look at the cursor, it's so nice. Look, this game was advertised for the Nintendo Switch, either early this year or late last year. But it turns out it was also on PC, and it had been on the PC since 2015. So we have an oldie but a goodie here, in relative terms. And how is this gonna work? So, I am going to start a new game. Yes, I deleted my files for the 3rd time to facilitate all this, and we're gonna go through this game together. I am gonna voice everything to give you that full experience. Look, check this out, check this out. I thought you know, but what I'm gonna do now, because I thought I did before, is lower everything, so slow down the text speed so I can read along with it. This always switches to that, which messes up the next time I load it. But this time will be fine. Okay, without further ado, let's play Aviary Attorney. January 1st, 1848. The Chateau Crinière of Baron Vaugueuil. Is that Monsieur Grenouille? Oh mon Dieu! Dame Cataline, what have you done? Do you hear that violin in the background? Sorry to undercut the tone. Act 1, a cat with claws. Oh, dude. Bro, this is like my favorite character game. Look at his disgusting little hands. You could see the nails. You can actually see the nails. Look at that whole thumbnail. I hate it. It's midday already. What on earth is that featherhead? The protagonist. Well. Look who finally decided to get up. Haven't you heard what they say about the early bird, Falcon? Too early for worms. Pass the Cabernet Sauvignon. There'll be time for that later. We've got some business to handle first. Business? Letter arrived while you were sleeping. I haven't opened it yet. It's probably just more junk mail. Go ahead, Sparson. You may have the honors. Right. Dear Monsieur Falcon. By the way, remember to wash your hands. I am writing to you today because my daughter, Dame Cataline, has been arrested for a crime she did not commit. She is being held at La Conciergerie prison on the charge of murder, no less. Her trial is in 3 days' time. I would be greatly in your debt if you would offer her your legal aid. Those woodwinds. Yours sincerely, Seigneur Pertois de Miao of the de Miao estate. That was totally in his voice. Well, this is quite something. I know, your first serious client in months! Not just that, the de Miao estate is well known for its exuberant wealth. A boy's got his eyes on the money. Even if we cannot do much for Dame Cataline, his lordship would still reward us handsomely for our efforts. Wow, so I suppose you intend on defending Dame Cataline in court? I did both options. The very first time I played it, and the last time when I recorded the Let's Play. Yeah, and you know what? We're gonna go with a fat no on this one. I think not, Sparrowson. The fate of a fat cat bourgeois is none of my concern. Pass the Cabernet Sauvignon already. What? With all respect, Falcon, we've been doing nothing for the past 2 weeks. Anything would be better than another day of thumb twiddling. Because they have thumbs. And that's weird. And I still hate it. Still. Honestly, yeah, man, I don't blame you. Don't do that work. Come on, let's be productive members of society. You know what? I'm gonna pause the recording to just think about it for a moment.
3:28 a.m.
Okay, so I thought about it. But honestly, it was actually to, drink some of my, cream of chicken soup. So, we're gonna go no. No, I've made up my mind. Okay, fine. Can we at least play some cards to pass the time? Now there's a marvelous idea, but what game? We don't really have enough players for Tap to Rock or Seago. I know. There's this game I learned at university called Jacques Noir. You know, it only took me the second playthrough to realize that that is French for blackjack, because I'm a goddamn idiot. Jacques Noir. That sounds dubious. No, it's a real game. Let me tell you how it works. By the way, the 1848 setting of this is also set in France. Hence the French and everything. So yeah. You draw cards from this deck to get as close to 21 as possible without going over. Call hit if you want another card, and stand if you don't want any more. You are aiming to get as close to 21 as possible without going over. Sounds good? Deal me! We really be doing this minigame instead of actual lawyering. And Ace Attorney is my favorite game series. It's got nothing. It's got no blackjack. Obviously. Oh no, stand. Yeah, we're good. It's got 18. Of course. What? Oh shit. Oh, what are the chances? What do you think? Are you getting the gist of it? Yeah, I think I've got it. We good at this? Yeah, I think I've got a handle on it. Alright, now we can make this interesting. How do you feel about a little wager? Sounds good. What did you have in mind? What, 1 franc per round? 2? Again, France. No, I was thinking of something else. I'm intrigued. Go on. We play 1 round. If I win, you have to take on Dame Cataline's case. Sounds like quite a hefty wager. What do I get if I win? If you win... I've got it. If I win, you must... Oh... So... Bro. Yeah, no. I'm gonna go over this last one. Yeah, last one. You must give me 50% of your paycheck for this month. That sounds fair. Great. So it's a deal? Sure. By the way, what's 50% of... absolutely nothing? Hey, I'm not paying you that little. Now, I'm not saying that you pay me diddly squat, but I recently had to switch to 1-ply toilet paper. 1-ply, Falcon! We can talk about a pay rise later, but for now, let's just deal the cards. Yeah, focus on the big shit, Sparrowson. Idiot. Okay, let's do this, guys. Alright, go for it. 21. It's my turn. 4, hit, obviously. We're gonna hit 1 more time. Shit. They rigged this, I swear, so that you lose and you have to play the full game. Well, looks like I won. How about that? What? No way, you cheated. You didn't shuffle those cards properly. Let's go again, 2 out of 3. How does that American proverb go, Falcon? Don't hate the player, hate the game. This is my punishment for gambling on a made-up card game, isn't it? Fine, we'll take the case. You'll see that, like, the temporal setting of this game makes up for at least, like, 30% of the jokes in the game, and I fucking love it. Excellent. My derriere was getting tired from all this sitting around. Oh, but I better file away Seigneur de Miao's letters first. 1 moment, Falcon. Pertoire's letter has been added to your evidence folder. You may access the evidence folder at any time by clicking the suitcase symbol. I nearly forgot my wallet. I wouldn't want to lose that. Again, I recall you losing it at the New Year's party, and at Christmas. Yes, alright, no need to make a list. I didn't mix up their accents, what? Falcon has picked up his wallet. Wallet. Get to. You may see how much money he is carrying at any time by clicking on the wallet symbol. How much moolah do we have? We have 20 francs. Do you say the C? I think you say the C. Let's make a move. Alright. So, actually, there's something I should talk about. So here's the map screen. Welcome to the map screen. From here, you can travel to any listed area by clicking on location name or a location node. Areas marked with a clock symbol take a whole day to visit. Areas with no symbol can be visited freely. Yeah, so let me talk about this, the way this game works a bit, because I really like it. If you have played Ace Attorney, you'll kind of know what I'm comparing to here. If not, basically, other well-known lawyer simulators that you may think of, they're very much on the rails. Keep in mind, Ace Attorney is like my favorite game series. I love their format. But what they do is that they make sure you have collected all possible relevant evidence and talk to all relevant persons of interest before going into the trial, because you have an investigation portion and a trial portion for such lawyer games. However, Aviary Attorney differs because how you spend your time and how you go about your investigation actually impacts how well you do in a trial and what outcomes you get. This lends to 16 different endings of the game, which Ace Attorney and other lawyer games that I do not know of probably won't be able to boast, and it allows for a load of replayability. I will say now, they do have a really good system where you can load a previous day or save. So if you feel like you're near trial day and you've watched an investigation a lot, which I did the first time, then you can load a previous day and work things a bit different. This, from the description of how things work, you can see that there's a clock symbol. So there are a limited number of days until the trial for each case. And as you can see, 1 clock equals 1 day, and it means that that's where your whole day will go. Like, think Persona, kind of, like in terms of spending your time wisely before the lead up to breaking into the mind-brain castle. You gotta be smart, but this is just the very first of the first investigation portions, so we're just gonna go to the claim first. Let's see. So for centuries, the infamous conciergerie prison has detained the accused and the condemned alike. Falcon and Sprouse step into the stone-cold foyer of the conciergerie prison. Sullen-faced guards and visitors linger beneath the medieval archways. Ah, conciergerie. They say this is the finest prison in the whole of France. The outer walls are impenetrable, the cells are spotless, the guards are well-mannered.
What do you want?
Good day, monsieur. I am here to see Dame Cataline de Mian. I am due to represent her in court.
Oh, you're her lawyer, huh? Fine, follow me. Well, what are you waiting for? Keep up!
I don't get cold feet, cold little talon, whatever feet you guys got. Or, sigh. My papa hasn't forgotten about me, has he? Dame Cataline de Mian, I presume. You've arrived, the fantastic lawyer, Monsieur Falcon, and his petit assistant, Sparrowson. Man, dude, music, everything about this, it's so lovely. And I'm getting serious Duchess from the Aristocats vibes from Cataline, hence the voice I'm trying to do. Prison looks dark and dusty, that's great. Milady is knowledgeable. Don't talk like that, Sparrowson. Sorry. Dude, you can't blame him. My man's a ladies' man. My bird, Sparrowson's a ladies' bird. You know what I mean? My papa told me that he would only hire the best lawyers in town. I'm flattered. But they weren't available at such short notice, so he hired the first people in the address directory. Oh. You see, Falcon, I told you listing under Aviary attorney would pay off. Now let's get down to business. Dame Katerline, could you fill us in on some details? Your father's letter was a little brief. I can do my best. What is it you wanted to know? Okay, this one's pretty bog standard. We just go through all these. What exactly happened on the night of the murder? Oh, let me think. It was Friday evening. Me and my papa had arrived at Chateau Crinière, the home of the great Baron Rogueuil. First few times I said it was Rogueuil. I knew that couldn't be right, so I don't know, practiced. My papa spent all evening talking with Monsieur Conwy and the Baron about business stuff. Business stuff? Well, the three of them own a railway company together. So all through dinner, they were talking about company shares and investments, but I didn't really understand most of it. But after dinner, this man with a camera took our photograph. That was a lot more fun. Sorry, man with a what took your what? Again, 1848. Camera! It's a very new gadget. Of course it is. A tiny bug sits in a box with a tiny paintbrush and paints your picture very fast. In 10 minutes, poof, you have a perfect picture. Wow, technology is amazing! I don't think the lady's explanation is right, Sparrows. Let me believe. Still, the camera sounds like a very special device. I'll make a note of it. Camera has been added to your evidence folder. Please continue, Dame Katerline. So after we had the photograph, I went to the gardens to get some air, and that's when I found the body of Monsieur Conwy. He was all ripped open. A housemaid saw me standing over the froggy monsieur and called for help, and then the police arrived. Before I could say anything, I ended up here. It was such a blur. I'm hoping I get dreamy and ditzy kind of right. But Duchess was not ditzy. Duchess Stan. It must have been terrifying. It wasn't so bad. My papa taught me how to be a brave cat. Was there something else you wanted to ask, Monsieur Falcon? Who was there that evening? Dame Katerline, who attended the banquet that evening? Well, there was me and my papa. My dearest maman couldn't make it. And there was Baron Rogueuil, who hosted the dinner. Actually, Rogueuil is not much better than Rogueuil. And his housemaid, Coline, I think she was called. Of course, there was Monsieur Conwy. Well, until, he died. And there was Monsieur Robitio de Robignon, the man with the camera, but he was only there for a little while. I think that was all. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Did you see anything suspicious? Come on, you gotta know something. Anything.
Dame Katerline, did you see anything suspicious that evening? Suspicious? Like, maybe a guy lurking in the shadows, or, a bloody murder weapon. Monsieur Falcon, I do believe you are looking for an easy answer. You got me. I did not see anything, I'm afraid. The evening was very normal. The food was delicious. The conversation was boring. It was all very ordinary until the incident. I see. Wait, Falcon, you missed something of huge importance. I did? Dame Katerline, you said the food was delicious, quote-unquote. But you didn't say what food it was! You and your damn stomach. Let me see. We had poached red herring. To start, garnished with garlic butter. Go on. Then a marbled steak served perfect bloody rare. Glorious. Falcon, write this down. What? This can't possibly be relevant to the case. Write it all down, please. For me. Fine. Red herring has been added to your evidence folder. Bloody rare steak has been added to your evidence folder. Sparrowson, remind me not to let you talk to clients on an empty stomach.
Come to think of it, I did find it a little strange that we weren't given any cutlery.
No cutlery? Even for the steak?
Nope. You would think that the great Baron of Chateau Clinier would have gorgeous silverware, but there was none to be seen.
That is a little peculiar.
Was there anything else you wanted to know, Monsieur Falcon?
No, I think that will be all. So, what's the plan now, Falcon? The way I see it, we have two tasks. We should head to Chateau Clinier and try to we ain't criminals, try to see the scene, or storytellers, see the scene of the murder for ourselves. And we should try to track down the supposed photographer, Monsieur Robitio de Robinio. 2 days for 2 tasks seems doable. But we should head back. Ah, that's fine. We should head back and get some rest first. We have a lot of work ahead of us.
Wait, Monsieur Falcon, before you go. You do believe my story, don't you?
I'ma hit him with that neutrality. Dame Catherine, I believe that a fair trial can draw the truth from any situation. I believe in justice.
That's good to hear.
You're not wrong, Falcon, but that's not what the lady needed to hear. You might want to work on being less of a... how to put it? Fils de pute. Y'all can Google that. If serving justice makes me a fils de pute, then I will wear that title proudly. Slam. Bam. Wazam. Dame Catherine. Monsieur Grenouille. Baron Roguet. These names are all getting a bit confusing, aren't they? Not particularly. Well, it is for me. I'm going to start compiling a Facebook so that I can keep track of who everyone is. A what? A Facebook. It's a collection of people's names, pictures, and descriptions in one easy-to-carry catalog. I think I understand. The name could use a little work, though. Boy! Bird! My bird's ahead of his time. Okay? Falcon's gonna catch up. Sparrowson has started compiling a Facebook. You can access a list of people you have met at any time by clicking the book symbol. Let's make a move. Alright, here we go. I'll open up the symbols in a moment, the pages and stuff. So I've been wondering this, but there's like a bird in the background that announces a new day that, is there like a bird person that just goes up and does that? So the game saves automatically at the start of each new day, but you can also make a quick save at any time by selecting Save and Quit from the pause menu. You can access the pause menu by clicking on the cog symbol in the upper left corner or by pressing the escape key. Yeah, okay, so we have our map here, we're back here, and the cog symbol is just up there. Man, I just really like how they presented this, because actually, over here, down here, I don't know if the video will be good enough, hopefully it will be, to see this, but there is a crease on these two sides here, because this is a map that you just go through and access, and that's a really nice detail there. And the map, the way it's drawn, honestly, by looking at it, I can't see immediately. Even these circle stuff, this is quite similar to this, but you can't copy it. There's been a lot of production value that goes in this. I think this is the Thames. But I'm also stupid and don't know geography very well, so it could be either. Anyway, we can go anywhere we want. These options, well, they don't have a clock next to them, so I kept thinking, go there and maybe get new info without wasting a day, but actually it's quite, like, useless. For example, I'm not getting anything new.
What do you want?
Oh, whoops, I accidentally clicked on evidence. But hey, here's the evidence folder. I said I would do it. So, Pertoir's letter. A camera. It just says this is a red herring. This is everything to me. This is all I need. And steak. It's just, someone screenshot that. Oh god, I love it. Wait, that's the evidence? This is the money we have, and this is the Facebook. I mean, Facebook. Let's see. JJ Falcon. Sparrowson. Oh yeah, this is penned by, obviously compiled by Sparrowson. Pertoir de Meow. Quark. Yeah, this is everyone. This is everyone. Oh, they even have, so you can tell they drew just the dead body of Grenouille and then on another layer drew his clothes on top. But goddamn, I just love this game so much I can't even care. That's really fucking funny. Okay. Oh, is there a next page? Nope. Everything's question marks.
What do you want?
I am JJ Falcon, defense attorney for.
I know who you are. I saw you come by earlier, but visiting hours are over. Come back next week.
Do you think you can make an exception for us?
Visiting hours are over.
We'll be quick.
I said visiting hours are over. Do your bird brains understand? Parlez-vous français?
No, what? I don't think he's going to make an exception, Falcon. You're right. Let's continue our investigation. Right. So with that, yeah, we can see what happens if you go to AA offices. Falcon, why are we back in your office? We have a case to solve. I was just procrastinating. Oh, when I first did this, I thought, oh, maybe we can rendezvous. We could, like, talk about the case, get some insights on when to start. But just brutally honest. Well, stop it! We need to get back to helping Dame Cataline! Alright, I'm ready. Let's go! Alrighty tighty. Let's, start with Chateau Clinier, where Baron Hogade resides, an impressive manor house with an immaculate garden. Falcon and Sparrowson enter the courtyard outside Chateau Clinier. People with dirty clothes and gaunt faces linger around the building's shadows.
Excusez-moi, messieurs. I don't mean to be a pain, but my little girl and I are sick and starving, see? I don't suppose you'd happen to have some spare change?
You have 20 francs in your wallet. What will you do? So I like to give just 1 franc. That seems to be very good. Here you go. Stay safe, madam.
Many thanks to you, messieurs.
And you could see just the little girl's hand still up. Times are tough. Making sure a mother and child have something to eat is the least I can do. But what am I doing, standing here moralizing? Come on, Sparrowson, we've got business to attend to. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the pristine, wood-paneled foyer of Chateau Clinier. Whoa, look at this place. Baron Hogre must be loaded. More than loaded. When it comes to lucrative investments, the Baron is a legend. Factories, chocolate shops, hotels, railroads. The Baron owns a little bit of everything this side of the Seine. Is he here right now? Yes, he's a smug-looking chap with the impressive mane. But we must approach a man of his stature with tact and finesse.
Hey, Baron! We'd like a word!
How's that? Sparrowson, you have the finesse of an inebriated warthog. You can thank me later. I think I got his attention.
Did I hear my name? Great Baron Hogre, property owner extraordinaire, at your service. And who might you fellows be? More investigators?
Yeah, cops. No, but we ain't cops. We ain't cops. We attorneys. We do that. Not quite. I am private attorney JJ Falcon, and this is my associate, Sparrowson.
Lawyers, eh? No, you aren't the first to have passed through here today.
Oh?
Yes, this jumpy, twitchy fellow came by this morning. Asked a bunch of questions, then hopped away before he heard the answers. Most curious.
Do you know who he was, Sparrowson? Perhaps. I have a hunch. Hunch. We'll be seeing him at the trial. A friend of yours? Something like that.
So what may I do for you, messieurs?
We're doing some research on Monsieur Granouille, the frog who was killed here on Friday evening.
Of course, such a tragedy. He was a good friend and a loyal business partner. I suppose you messieurs will be wanting to see this crime scene for yourself?
Actually, yes, that would be fantastic.
Well, be my guest. You will find the garden where the murder occurred through the back doors.
I like to get the sort of jutted underjaw, bottom jaw, Jorge has with his face.
You may also be interested in the lounge on the second floor, third door to the right. That will be where we gathered for a group photograph prior to the unfortunate incident.
Take a long drag, babes. No, can we see the finished photograph?
I am afraid not. It is to my understanding that a photograph must be developed before it can be viewed. It is a slow process. My own copy of the photograph is to be delivered in 3 days' time.
That's no good to us. The trial may be over by then. Nonetheless, we appreciate your hospitality. Thank you.
It's no trouble at all. I'll be here to see you out when you are done with your investigations.
I don't know if you hear over my narration, but even they obviously borrow the classic text sound effects, like from Ace Attorney, but they pitch it differently not just according to gender, but according to the tenor or pitch of the person's voice. So the text beeps are super bass for Jorge compared to like JJ and Sprousen, which I love. So where shall we go first? Okay, so what's really cool is that you can go anywhere you want. That includes back to the main hall. You could skip everything. And this kind of plays back into the incidents, like how much you get out of the trial depends how much you put in the investigation phase. I really like that, but we're gonna play it straight and narrow. So we're gonna go to the garden. Dame Cataline said that she found Monsieur Grenouille on the stairs by the fountain. So this must be the very spot where the murder took place. Hey, Falcon, do the crime scene investigation thing. The crime scene investigation thing? Yeah, you know, that thing where you get all eagle-eyed and analyze every object in excruciating detail. You mean search for evidence? Yeah, do that! That's not a bad suggestion. It wouldn't be the first time the Parisian police have missed something right under their noses. In investigation mode, you are free to examine the scenery of the room. Click on an item of interest, and Falcon will examine it in closer detail. When you have had enough, or when you can find nothing else to examine, click on the X in the top right corner. Great. Select an area to examine. We're gonna, go through everything. Be as comprehensive. Another beautifully made horse statue. You know, my uncle once had a horse that refused to eat hay. Well, that's unfortunate. Yep, eventually we realized it was just filling up on horse doves. Oh, terrible. Take a shot every time Straussen, does an animal planet. Get delightful. Finely crafted horse statue. The mane almost looks lifelike. Would you say it behooves you to stroke it? No. No, I would not. No comment. Baron Roges likes his horse statue. I don't mind the horse statues, but the little cherub people creep me out. Babies should be waddling, not attempting saddleless horseback riding. Good point. He has a point. It can be creepy and weird. A horse statue. This one has a goofy face. That reminds me of a joke. A horse walks into a bar, and the barkeep says, "Why the long face?" Yes, we've all heard that one. What? No. The barkeep says, "You've got to stop coming here. You're drinking us under the stable." I think it's time to rein in the horse jokes. Double shot whenever Falcon joins in. Select an area to examine? Okay. We got the bloody staircase and the fountain. Bloody staircase, first. Dried blood on the staircase. This must be where Monsieur Grenouille died. You see any bloody footprints? Oh, or maybe a name scrawled in blood, written with the frog's last breath. Wishful thinking. All I'm seeing here is a big, sticky puddle. There's nothing to indicate that the body was moved or that the frog left a last-minute clue. All I can make out from the bloody mess is that Monsieur Grenouille was attacked and killed on the staircase. Click area to examine. Fountain time. This fountain is finely crafted. It's solid carved marble. That can't have been cheap. I see nothing but water in the bottom of the lower basin. It's a shame we can't see the inside of the upper basin from here. Inside the upper basin from here. That would be a perfect place to quickly stash a murder weapon. That's actually not a terrible line of reasoning. We ought to wade in to take a closer look, just to be sure. Yeah, I suppose we should. Oh, I apologize. I wasn't being direct enough. What I meant to say was, Sparrowson, go wade into the fountain and take a closer look inside the upper basin. Me? No way! If you want to go wading, do it yourself! I'm a respectable lawyer, so you can't expect me to roll up my trousers and pedal around a fountain like a duck in a lake. Bro, if he's a lawyer, what does that make him? Like, surely he has credentials too. Yeah, well, you don't pay me enough to justify getting my sweet threads wet. Yeah, man, think about his sweet threads for a minute, why don't you? His sweet threads. Look, there's only one reasonable way to settle this. We'll flip for it. Flip for it? Flip for it. Yep, I'll flip this one franc coin. You call the outcome, get it wrong, and you go for a swim. So, what'll it be? Heads or tails? Napoleon face or plant squiggles? Well, I've done both, so there's no surprise for me, but, I'ma just go with, heads. Put it all on heads. Don't let me down, old emperor. Here I go. It's tails. Roll up your pantaloons, Falcon. You're going for a swim. Gah! Fine. Hold my shoes. Falcon should learn how to spot a rigged coin flip. I almost feel bad for cheating. Almost. Ah, you're back. Had a good swim. I love the minimalist animations, because they just take a leaf out of Ace Attorney's book again for the minimal animations, and just detailed sprite work instead. Well, with Ace Attorney, where you could argue it's less detailed than this, like, it's very expressive, and the poses are very well chosen. No, I'm a bird, not a fish. But I did find a mystery item in the upper basin. It's no murder weapon, though. What is this? It's brown and sticky. It smells weird. Don't tell me that you picked up a very wet cigar butt, possibly belonging to Baron Foglet? Correct. But that shouldn't be too surprising. It is his house, after all. I'll stash it in the evidence folder, just in case. Cigar butt has been added to your evidence folder. Is there anything else we need to do here? I don't think so, to be honest. I covered everything. So we can take a look at the evidence that we gathered. Cigar, here, so. I still like this. This is still my favorite piece of evidence. Let's see. What? Oh, pretty close. Okay. Oh, yeah, this is the... No one comment on that. I'm stupid. I think we're done here. Good call. But are you sure you don't want to take another dip? We still have time. Don't push your luck. Literally my favorite. Okay, we're gonna go to the lounge now. I'm keeping it together. Second floor, third door on the right. This must be the room where the photograph was taken. Hey, Falcon. Did you see that? See what? That housemate totally just did something shifty. Shifty? I am so glad I picked a British accent for Sparrowson. Everything sounds so much funnier. I think she just pocketed something from that drawer. You should totally call her out on it. I'm so happy. Excuse me, mademoiselle.
Ah! Yes? Are you two policemen?
No, we're private attorneys. My name's JJ Falcon. And I'm Sparrowson.
Oh, how rude of me. My name is Colleen Duho. What can I help you, messieurs, with today?
We're investigating the murder that took place last week. Do you mind if we ask you a couple of questions?
That's fine. Let me just grab a chair.
It's just a slide down. And also, it's like, they drew Colleen really well. Ah, it's amazing.
That's better. What was it you wanted to ask?
Okay. Oh yeah, so this is a cool feature. Like, you could just click that's all, and you could just end everything there, which is a bit counterproductive for our purposes. So let's go. This is where we're looking for the room where the photograph was taken prior to the incident. Would you happen to know whether this is the right room?
Oh yes, you're in the right place. I saw the photography session for myself. Let's see. The cameraman was standing just about where you're standing, actually, Monsieur Falcon. And where was the camera pointed? Right at the clock above the mantelpiece. The Baron insisted on using that very location. Now that I'm looking at it, something isn't right about that clock. I know, the painting on it totally clashes with the Deca. I was thinking along more obvious lines. How does he have a straight face to every little thing? Okay, they probably have worked together for so long it doesn't fit. The clock has no hands. Okay. Oh, that clock has never had hands in all the years I've worked here. I think Baron Norgrave just keeps it around as a conversation piece. Well, we're conversing about it, so I guess it's working. It's a peculiar detail, though. I'll make a note of it. Missing clock hands have been added to your evidence folder. Is there something else you wanted to ask? Is there something? You were a little nervous when we came in. We thought we were police officers. Is there something we ought to know? Anything you need to confess? No, I suppose I'm just a little nervous after all the drama of last week. I kinda wanna know. I kinda wanna know. Are you sure there isn't anything that you're hiding? It's okay to tell us. We're defense attorneys. That means we help people get away with criminal acts. Right, and... Wait. What? No! That's not an accurate job description, Sparrowson. It isn't? Oh. What do you do, then? I'll tell you later. Honestly, messieurs, I have nothing to hide. Was there something else you wanted to ask? I just totally changed up her voice, didn't I? Whatever. That's all. No further questions. That's very lawyerly of you, Falcon. Thank you, mademoiselle. You've been a huge help. It's no problem, messieurs. Actually, there is something. I know you two saw me stealing as you came in. I appreciate that you didn't give me the 3rd degree about it. You see, I'm trying to save up to follow my dreams and... Well, never mind, I'm rambling. It's no problem, mademoiselle. To be honest, we have a much larger crime to worry about. Although I should probably ask, I don't suppose you've been stealing anything else. Silverware, perhaps? Ah, you know about that? Yeah, I suppose that was me. It started with a couple of teaspoons. I didn't think the Baron would miss those. But, well, yeah, I suppose the habit got a little away from me. That's one mystery solved, at least. Missing silverware has been added to your evidence folder. I would appreciate it if you didn't tell the Baron. He's been really kind, and I would hate to break his trust. Kind of already did, but okay. I see. So, where to next, Big Bird? Where to next? We gon' go back to the main hall. Everything has been covered, done, and dusted.
Did you messieurs have a good look around? I trust everything was in order.
We had a good look, thank you, Baron. But we actually have some questions for you.
Please ask away. I have, please ask away. I have nothing to hide.
So, let's important shit first.
Baron Norgrave, I would like to ask about your activities on the night of the murder.
Am I in trouble?
Why would you? I don't know. You wouldn't say "we'll see" at all, like unless you want to throw them off completely. No, nothing like that. We're just gathering the full picture. But you know, the cigar, huh? We're just gathering the full picture.
I see. Well, let me think. The guests arrived at 5 o'clock and we all sat down for dinner at this very hall, in this very hall at 6. That part went magnificently. The photographer arrived at 7 o'clock, but it wasn't until 7:30 that we had a picture taken.
This dude knows his times. Oddly well. Yeah?
My housemate discovered the crime scene soon after that.
I see.
Is there something else I can help you messieurs with?
So you can click, I'm no snitch. We're not about to do that. Let's see what happens. We met your housemate, Pauline Duhot.
She's a courteous young lady, isn't she? You could you could straight up sell her out. But no, we're not gonna do that. Yes, she was more than willing to help us with our investigation. I'm glad to hear it. Did you two want to ask something else?
We'll be leaving. That's what we want to let you know. I think that will be all, Baron. Thank you very much for your time.
It was a pleasure. Have a delightful day, messieurs.
Did you get all the information you needed, Falcon? I hope so. Yeah, so the mechanism with this is that each day you spend counts, so even if you try to revisit a location on the next day, you won't be able to access everything as you were able to before. In a lot of cases. This applies in this case, at least. Don't worry. If everything goes wrong in the trial, we could always just...
wing it!
Oh, take your shot! Oh! I love this bird. Terrible. Just terrible. Let's head back to the office and get some rest. There's totally a bird dude who just goes up and sings. Alright, January 5th, Wednesday. Yeah, after I cover that, I'll be able to round off the video. So, this is the studio of the famous photographer. Shall we knock? Wait, there's a note on the door. The magnificent and marvelous artist, Monsieur Rabitio the Rabinio, is currently out on an artistic expedition. He shall return when his muse sees fit. When his muse sees fit? What does that even mean? I think it means that he's a pretentious bird brain. But in any case, the artist seems to be out. What shall we do now? We ain't gonna leave. We need evidence. We need hard, cold evidence. I mean, cold hard. Well, we should knock anyway. Alright, I don't see the harm. Nope, it doesn't look like he's in, Falcon. Oh, you know we gunsta. We should break in.
What? Are you serious?
Maybe?
Monsieur J.J. Falcon, I would have thought that a man of justice like yourself would be against such reckless displays of unlawful barbarism.
You're right. I'm sorry. I don't know what came over. It's a brilliant suggestion. Stand back, I'm barging the door down. Wait, just like that?
Shouldn't we discuss this first?
No, we ain't.
What in bird Jesus' name was that?
Oh, God. I mean, I was about to say, you can tell the clever use of sound effects removes the need for, complicated animation. But obviously, this game has better ambitions than my petty observations can surmise. You said you wanted to break in. I thought we could find an open window. I didn't think you would turn into a bird-sized cannonball! Well, now we're here. We ought to make the most of it. This place is quite something. It's very... swanky? I was going to say ostentatious. That's just swanky talk for swanky. I don't know if you can hear over the music, but it's again, the text sounds slightly different for between JJ and Sprossen. We don't have time for this. The sound of a door being smashed in could be drawing unwanted attention. We should find anything that may help our case and get out. Okay, let's see. I see a bourgeois tigress profile. I love they're using bourgeois unironically. I see paints, inks, and dyes. I'm not quite sure what the clear liquid in this bottle is. I could taste test it. You could, but we don't have time for a hospital visit. So let's not. Damn, he's not fun. But he's got a point. I see a finely dressed dandy fellow upon a horse. This appears to be a photograph of a ladder, symbolic of climbing towards success, perhaps? Looks more like a step ladder to me. Yeah. If you know, you know. If you don't know, Ace Attorney. Oh no, we're not getting into that old argument. Yeah, absolutely not. No, no, no. A beautiful picture of the Paris skyline. Given the angle, this must have been taken from the Notre Dame Cathedral itself. This is a photograph of a castle somewhere in the countryside. You know, I once had an uncle who once fell off a castle rampart while on guard duty. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Did he die? No, he got demoted. Oh, terrible. A lighthouse? No way. It's a man in a top hat. Actually, if I squint and turn my head sideways, it's a black smudge falcon. He's a clown too, y'all. He knows how to clown too. This is a tiny photograph of what appears to be a jail cell. That reminds me... How illegal is this? You know, breaking and entering, rifling through a person's belongings. Yo, it's cool. Yo, it's tight. Yo, it's good. It's okay. A recently passed amendment allows for proportionate amounts of property damage in the pursuit of criminal evidence. I don't think that's correct, but your use of legal jargon makes me have faith in your credentials. It sounds like you're starting to learn the finer points of the French justice system, Sparrows. Oh, we dirty attorneys. This is a picture of a fence. It's a fancy photograph. It leaves the viewer defenseless. Out of all the pictures here, I would pick it as my favorite. I know I said animal puns. I think I did, but, you know, these puns count too. Okay, I'm done. No more fence puns. When he actually falls through on it, sad. A chandelier! You should get one of those for the office. I don't have the money for that sort of luxury. I don't know, man. I love their mundane little conversations. Picture of a sailing ship on a windy day. And then, la-di-da-di-da, oh lo, oh ho, oh whoa, what's this? Hey Falcon, look! What? It's just an easel. No, look at what's on the easel. Oh dip, it's that photograph. Oh wow, this must be a copy of the photograph from the evening of the murder. There's no question about it. I see a housemaid named Catherine. It takes a long time to look at one photograph. I think that's Seigneur Portois, Catherine's father. So, what shall we do? Do we just take this? Oh yeah, I mean, we know this is illegal, but we've come this far. We may as well borrow it. Studio photograph has been added to your evidence roll. Is there anything else we need to do here? Select an area to examine. No, there's not. Right. I think we're done snooping. Let's get out of here before we draw further attention to ourselves. Sounds good to me. Uh-oh. There the man is. Oh mon dieu, what happened to my door? We're not about to turn good at this point, and if we did, this would be a stupid idea. Some kids did it. Little weasel types. We saw them. Yeah, weasels. They were all like, let's break into this art guy's house. And we were like, no, weasels, you cannot do that because that would be illegal. And then they were like, oh, we chased them off. Well, that's the important thing. Well, thank you, I suppose. Let's make a move. Trial day is approaching fast. Right, let's go. It is a new day, and I'm going to split this off into another video. But hey, thank you for accompanying me on technically not my first, but you know, my first. That's important, right? Right. Only the finished product matters. Anyway, this was really fun, and I hope to see you guys for when we find out whatever the hell's going on in Le Palais de Justice, the High Court, and face it off all lawyer style.